Not a lot of imagination on the other side of the field.
No, it's just run up the middle, ran 2 yards on that play. In the I formation. Takes a shot, takes a snap, hands it off to the second man through. That's number 32. He's going to get hit hard by several Cyclones, and he pulls his way over the 5-yard line to about the 8, so he gained about 3 more yards. So that brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers.
I think the wide receivers are just window dressing, man.
Yeah, they don't throw the ball. Hand off to the running back. Second man through. He's going to get hit at the 10-yard line, maybe get over the 10 to the 1, maybe to the 11, and Batesburg-Leesville is going to be forced to punt again. Running back over the right side, got nowhere.
Talking about passing, Clint. They've attempted 33. Before this game, they've attempted 33 passes and completed 10, so they're averaging about 8 passes a game and completing about 2.5 a game.
Punter on the field, Balknight going to stand inside his own end zone again to punt this ball away. Reggie Heath Jr. back to receive the punt for the Cyclones. That is at the 40-yard line. That's a high snap. Cyclones give chase, but he's going to get it away. It's a left-footed punter. He gets it up high. Reggie Heath's going to drive backwards. Reggie Heath's going to fumble another one, muff another one, but he recovers it again. But the ball's at the 48-yard line.
Reggie had to turn his back to the ball. That's when he should have said, you know what, I'll just let it go.
37-yard punt.
But the hang time is incredible. His last 2 punts have had some serious hang time. The only drive the Cyclones have started on their own side of the territory was their first drive. Every other drive has started inside Batesburg's side of the field.
All right, if you're just tuning in here, it is 8:36 to go in the second quarter. Cyclones up 14-0 over Batesburg-Leesville here at homecoming in Chester. Cyclones have been deep inside Batesburg-Leesville territory every possession. They've scored 2 touchdowns and been stopped on downs inside the 5-yard line twice. $8:36 to go in the second. Got a stoppage on the field. Officials are having a conversation, trying to figure out what's going on here. I see it, yeah. It's homecoming, Joshua, yes. Still having a conversation on the field. If you're just tuning us, 14-0 Cyclones. We don't really understand what's going on.
I see what it is.
What is it,
I do see. There is an issue with the chain gang over there. We got a
knotted chain.
We got a knotted chain is what we got.
All right. Well, that's at least I'm glad to know that. White Hat's walking over there now. It's about to get fixed.
He didn't move real quick. I'm not sure how fast it's going to get fixed.
In the first quarter, the Cyclones, up to this point in the game, I should say, the Cyclones have run 27 offensive plays. They've gained a significant amount of yardage compared to the Panthers of Batesburg-Leesville, who have run 9 plays on offense. 3 3-and-out, 3 drives, 3 3-and-outs, punts. 24-yard punt, 34-yard punt, and a 37-yard punt. Cyclones have yet to punt, but they did not score touchdowns on 2 of their offensive drives when they were deep inside the Panthers' territory. While they're working this out, let's take a quick break, Bill, and we'll be back.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean burning and efficient natural gas.
This Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Quacked Glass, your mobile auto glass replacement service. Quack Glass will come to you and solve your glass auto needs. Quack Glass is American-owned and Carolina-grown. They're serving both North and South Carolina and now with offices at Carowinds and 2708 Flat Creek Road, Lancaster. 866-787-8225 or online at quackglass.com. You can trust the Duck.
You're listening to Cyclone Football on WRBK Richburg, WNBK Whitmire, WEBK Society Hill, WUBK Inner Ray.
8, so about a 40-yard run.
All right, while we were at break, Shadeen McCullough took the handoff from Trooper Floyd, went up the middle, then cut right down inside the 10-yard line at the 8, 39-yard gain, brings up first and goal for the Cyclones, the third time they've had this tonight. High snap, Trooper Floyd hands it off to McCullough over the left side. McCullough, have yourself a day, son. He got himself in the end zone on an 8-yard touchdown run. Cyclones up 20-0, 8:03 to go in the second quarter. And the Cyclones going to run away with this one right now the way they're playing. They're playing crisp. They're playing sharp. Offensive line opening holes big time. And these running backs are running through them. So a 39-yard gain, then an 8-yard gain forced Shadeen McCullough, puts the Cyclones on top here, 20-0. Austin Allen on to try the extra point. It's a low kick, a low snap, but a good hold, a good kick's up, and it is good. Cyclones up 21-0. 8:03 to go in the second quarter. 2-yard drive for the Cyclones, capped off 47 yards, capped off with a Shadeen McCullough 8-yard touchdown run over the right side. Shadeen McCullough has 112 yards, 120 yards of rushing so far in tonight's ball game. 8 rushes for 120 yards, and that's pretty good, Jeff.
Yeah, that's a pretty good night. That's a pretty good game if it was 4 quarters.
Absolutely. Austin Allen has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. He'll be kicking left to right. 8:03 to go. Cyclones up 21-0. Batesburg-Leesville hasn't run a pass yet, but part of that is probably try to shorten the game, Jeff, don't you think? Take the air out of the football.
Absolutely.
I think they know coming in here they can't compete.
No, they're a little bit overmatched up front.
Here's the run-up and the kick by Austin Allen. It's going to be a line driver again. It's going to be taken by one of the up men at the 27-yard line. He's over the 30. He's picking his way through. Cyclone's going to hit him hard. That's Bam in the hole. Big Bam makes the stop, number 8. Darian Baxley, Bam is number 9. That's Darian Baxley, number 8, who makes the stop for the Cyclones. Batesburg-Leesville will take it over on their own 32-yard line. Best field position they've had all game. 7:56 to go in the second quarter.
A little update, Mike Enid game of the week. Eau Claire 6, Columbia nothing.
Oh, they're going to spot it to the 33. Let me not take a yard from them. Ball's on the 33-yard line, moving right to left, being the I formation. Fullbacks, number 4. That is Tucker Boland. And number 32 is going to dot the I. That's L.J. Williams. Quarterback fakes the handoff on a little play action, throws across the body, the ball falls incomplete. Tries to hit his receiver, number 5, out there in the flats, and the ball falls incomplete. Threw it a little high, Jeff.
Yeah, I might see why they don't throw it.
One pass tonight by number 16, their quarterback, Tanner Watkins. He's a sophomore. Ball's on the 33-yard line. Moving right to left, back in the I formation. Watkins under center. Takes a shot, goes snap, hands it off the second man through. He's got some running room this time. Kyan Kennedy chases him down. McCullough takes him down for a stop, but not before he gets close to a first down. I believe they're going to give him one.
That's their longest play from scrimmage early in this game. 10 yards.
Number 8 ran 10 yards. He's got 17 yards on the night. First down for the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers here in the second quarter came with 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second
over
quarter.
there a little bit.
Running the third play of the drive. Ball's at the 43-yard line. Handoff to the running back up the middle. This time he's got some running room. He keeps his feet dragging. He's going to drive forward to the 50-yard line to the 45 where the Cyclones gang tackle him. Andre Evans gets up off the bottom of that pile, but not before they got another first down. That's number 8 again. That's Williams, and he picked up
that number 55, Patrick Swagger.
He picked up 12.
Down for the Panthers.
Second first down.
Might be a good time.
Ball's on the Cyclone 45-yard line, moving right to left. Got an injured Panther on the field. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Cyclone football, WRBK.
Relax on and off the field with Founders Federal Credit Union. With services like Founders Online and Founders App, you'll enjoy local personalized service. Joining Founders Federal Credit Union is easy. Relax, joinfounders.com or at one of the more than 30 office locations to see if you qualify for membership. Relax, go Cyclones. Services require credit evaluation. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner. Proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
Cyclones stay in that 3-3 defense. 21-0, 7:29 to go in the second. Cyclones up. Batesburg-Leesville driving. Best drive of the night. Handoff to the second man through the hole in the I formation. That's number 8 again. He's going to get over the 45-yard line down to the 42. So that brings up gain 3, brings up second down and
even if Batesburg doesn't get anything out of this, what they have done is they've given their defense an opportunity to catch their breath.
That's right. Fourth play of the drive forthcoming here. Started at their own 33-yard line at 7:56 to go in the second. It is now 6:56. They've used a minute off the clock, give their defense a chance to rest a little bit. Cyclones bringing Zeke Evans in tight. 2 receivers to the right side, all set eye. His quarterback takes a shotgun step. He's going to roll to his right. Cyclones give chase. They're going to run him out of bounds, and he's going to get hit late by one of the Cyclone defenders, I believe. But we got away with it. Number 55, Terry Radford.
I think he was in bounds when he pushed him out, so I don't. Oh, there is a flag down there.
No, he was out of bounds. Yeah, there it is.
I see the flag down there.
Flag's at the 35-yard line. Terry Radford hit him out of bounds. It's going to be a 15-yarder added to the end of the run. Personal foul. Second penalty for the night for the Cyclones, total 20 yards. Batesburg-Leesville gets another first down by a penalty. We've had 3 tonight so far. Cyclones giving them a chance to extend this drive. 5th play forthcoming. 6:35 to go in the second. Cyclones up 21-6. Ball's going to get down inside Cyclone territory to the 21 where Batesburg-Leesville will take it over 1st and 10. Moving right to left, wearing white uniforms, white pants, white jerseys, purple numbers, and gold helmets. Sharp-looking uniform in the eye. Takes snap, hands it off to his running back coming through. Cyclones meet him in a hole and take him down for a gain of maybe 1. Jeff, maybe nothing.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him maybe a half a yard or maybe a yard. But yeah, you're right, not much. I do know this: they're in field goal range.
Oh yeah, they are in field goal range. Darian Baxley came in and made the stop for the Cyclones. Running back number 32 carried it, L.J. Williams. He's had 4 rushes for 7 yards tonight. 6th play of this possession coming up. Again, in the eye, Cyclones get everybody in. Ball's on the right hash. Hands it up, fakes the handoff on a play action. Going to roll right. Hits his receiver, running back who came through. No, as a tight end. Tight end's going to get tackled by the Cyclones inside the 10-yard line at the 9, but that's a pass and a catch. And I believe that's going to be a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a pretty big boy right there, number 15.
Yeah, he's a tight end.
To the 9-yard line, 1st and goal for Batesburg-Leesville.
They've gotten a little bit more creative on this drive.
That's true. 12 yards. 1 of 2 passing. 12 yards from the quarterback. number 16, Tanner Watkins. 21-0. Ball's inside the Cyclone 10 at the 9-yard line where it's first and goal. They'll stay in the eye. Fullback number 15. Hands it off to his running back, second man through. Cyclone's going to hit him. He's still on his feet, but they're going to drag him backwards. But he gained 2, then they drove him back to the 10-yard line, but they gave him forward progress to the 7, so he picked up 2, brings up second down and goal.
Batesburg's putting a nice little drive here. We got about 4:50, clock's rolling in the second quarter.
Over 3 minutes off the clock, which is really good for them. And for that defense, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think their first 3 drives were cumulative 3 minutes.
Quarterback gets his play call from the sideline. Now he gets to the huddle. Tight splits in the middle. Waiting on a snap. Got wingbacks. He's going to roll to his right. Cyclones give chase. He's going to try to run down there. Cyclones going to hit him and knock him out of bounds, or knock him down just prior to going out of bounds. Going to keep him in bounds. Clock will run, but he loses a yard on the play. Brings up third down and long.
Tanner Watkins is taken down. Along with Shane McCullough on defense. Lost a yard on the play. Third down and goal.
Timeout. Batesburg-Leesville. We'll take it with them. 3:59 to go in the second. We'll be back.
Barron Funeral Home at 133 Wiley Street in Chester and Dancer Baker Funeral Home, located at 26 Underwood Avenue in Great Falls, are proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of the Chester High School football game. They wish the Cyclones great success this season. The staff of Barron Funeral Home and Dancer Baker Funeral Home continue to serve the people of Chester County with courtesy and dignity.
This broadcast of Chester Cyclone football is made possible by Polk Bell Bonds, serving Chester County for over 30 years. Polk Bell Bonds executes surety bonds in all state or federal courts and can provide GPS, electronic, or alcohol monitoring. Ned Polk is available anytime at 581-POLK, 482-POLK, 789-POLK, and 872-2222. Polk Bell Bonds.
All right, we're back here. Cyclone Stadium, 3:59 to go in the second quarter. Cyclones up 21-0. Third down and goal for Batesburg-Leesville inside the Cyclone 10. It is at the 7, isn't it, Jeff?
Yep, I believe that's correct, Clint. You've got to believe they're going to try to roll out play action. My guess is I don't see 15 out there, which is a little bit shocking.
Fullback with his hand down, 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's going to be on a quick pass. He's going to fake the pass, run a quarterback draw. Cyclone's going to chase him down. Shadeem McCullough makes a stop along with Antonio Hopkins. He gets inside the 5. That's a gain of 3. Let's see what they do.
I think if I'm Batesburg, I got to get some points on the board. I'm kicking a field goal. Just get something on the board. They may not get down here again.
Greg Lawson makes a decision. He's going to leave his team on the field, his offense. He's going for it. Fourth down and goal from the 4.
Cyclone's going to call a timeout, Clint.
Let's see if the Cyclones can return the favor and get a stop. All right, timeout Cyclones. 3:27 to go in the second quarter. We'll take it with them. We'll be back.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
Tonight's Cyclone football action made possible in part by True Vista Communications, Chester's provider for high-speed broadband, video, voice, wireless, security, and smart home solutions. They're available online at truevista.net or at a True Vista customer experience store located in Chester, Camden, Great Falls, and Winsboro.
All right, back here. Fourth down and goal from the 4. Ball's just inside the 5, actually. 21-0 Cyclone lead. They're trying to keep Batesburg-Leesville out of the end zone. Quarterback in this under center play action. Cyclones give chase. Antonio Hopkins, he's going to throw wild. Ball falls incomplete. Cyclones hold.
That play had no chance.
That was the best play they could draw up, Jeff.
That was awful.
I don't know why they didn't run that little fullback out in the flats like they did last time.
I call better plays when I was coaching flag football with Rusty Pemberton back in the early 2000s.
I tell you what, Joshua calls better plays on Madden. 3:21 to go. Batesburg-Leesville turns it over on downs. After a 8-play drive, they got down to the 4-yard line of the Cyclones.
Let's see what the Cyclones do here.
Cyclones draw Batesburg-Leesville off sides. I believe that's going to be a 5-yard penalty for the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers. Give the Cyclones 1st and 5. Instead of being at their own 4.5, it'll be at the 9.5. Trooper Floyd brings his team in.
We got Reggie Heath one-on-one over here on the outside. Little hitch and go.
3:21 to go in the second. You know Coach Floyd wants to put another touchdown on the board. Hands it off to Antonio Hopkins on the left side. Antonio, 25-yard line, 30. He cuts back upfield. He's still on his feet. He's going to get to the 35. So he picked up 24 yards.
He almost got tackled in the backfield, so he made a lot out of nothing.
24-yard gain by Antonio Hopkins puts him at 43 on the night. And another Cyclone first down, the 13th of the first quarter, first half. 1st and 10, balls at the 34-yard line. Shotgun snap. Trooper Floyd hands it off to his running back Hopkins. Hopkins over the right side. He gets shoestring tackled by number 8 in the backfield, Corey Williams, but not before he gets over midfield.
He's not getting touched till he's 12 yards downfield.
Another 18-yard gain for Antonio Hopkins on the night. Another first down for the Cyclones. 14th, 4th play of the drive, forthcoming here. Or 3rd play of the drive. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. Balls in Batesburg-Leesville territory. Hands it off to Hopkins over the left side. Hopkins got some running room. 35-yard line. Oh, it's a good tackle out there by number 6, Amari Odom. Because if Amari Odom doesn't make that tackle, Jeff, he's got another 10 or 15 yards.
Yeah, he could have maybe even taken it to the house. Who knows?
2nd down and 5 for the Cyclones here. 4th play of this drive. Balls at the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers 43-yard line. Moving left to right. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. Now Hopkins goes in motion from right to left. He's going to throw a swing pass. Cyclones move.
That's on the center.
Jeremiah Glad moved.
He lifted the football.
5-yarder. That's the 3rd penalty for the Cyclones for 25 yards tonight. 2 procedure penalties and 1 15-yarder. 2:09 to go in the second. Cyclones up 21-0 over the Panthers here at homecoming 2022. Shadim McCullough at this point in the game has 11 rushes for 120 yards. Antonio Hopkins, 6 rushes for 66 yards, averaging 11 yards per rush. Now McCullough goes in motion from left to right, throws it out here to the flats. He hits McCullough. McCullough breaks him free. 35-yard line, 30. 25-yard line, still on his feet to the 21-yard line. So that's going to be a 26-yard pass from Trooper Floyd, who's 5 of 6 tonight, to Shadim McCullough, 26 yards.
They've really had a hard time tackling tonight, Clint. This is obviously apparently a weakness for Batesburg. They do not tackle very well.
No, he split the 2 guys. I think it's just athletic, too. We just don't have the athletes to compete. 3 receivers to the left side, balls on the right hash. Trooper Floyd, empty backfield set, takes a shotgun snap, throws across his body, and hits Reggie Heath. Reggie a little bit behind him. Reggie almost made a circus catch.
Intended for Reggie Heath. Pass incomplete.
Hey, buddy. 21 balls on the 21-yard line, moving left to right. 1:26 to go in the second quarter. Balls on the right hash. McCullough in the backfield with Trooper Floyd. Now Heath goes in motion from right to left. It's going to be a shovel pass to Reggie Heath. Reggie's got one man to miss, and that guy made a good tackle in the backfield. That's 6. Amari Odom, another good tackle for a gain of 1.
No gain on the play, making a yard. 3rd down.
Third down and 9 for the Cyclones here. See what Coach Floyd dials up with 59 seconds to go in the second quarter. Ball's at the 20-yard line of the Panthers. McCullough in the backfield with Trooper Floyd. 3 receivers to the right side. Trooper lifts his leg, gets the shotgun snap, going to roll to his right. He's giving chase. He's going to throw the ball. He's got a man open. He throws it too high for Reggie. He got hit as he threw. Balknight gave chase.
He was wide open. He was nobody within 10 yards of him.
And hit Trooper as he let the ball go. And Reggie Heath was wide open in the back of the end zone. Trooper's now 6 of 9 for 95 yards. Chester's going to call a timeout. We'll take it with him. This is Cyclone Football on WRBK.
Tonight's game's made possible in part by Lowry's Auto Shop, located 2461 Lowry's Highway beside the Lowry's One Stop. It's your one stop for auto truck repair, including diesel engines. They also do repair on some farm equipment, including tractors and other farm equipment. Services include complete lube, full tire service, complete tune-ups, minor engine repair, and lawnmower repair. Towing's available if needed. That's Lowry's Auto Shop, 803-209-9139.
WRBK wants you to know Lando Days is coming up Saturday, October 1st from 10 until 3. There'll be live music by the Onepo Brothers, an artist marketplace, a food truck, cruise-in, and museum tours. It's an outdoor event in Lando on Saturday, October 1st, 10 until 3, Lando Days, 3801 Lando Road in Lando.
4th down and 9, we come back to play. Chester called timeout. 42 seconds left in the first half. Cyclones up 21-0. They'd like to add to it.
We don't need 20 yards. We just need 9.
Trooper Floyd missed. Reggie Heath was open, but Trooper was getting hit as he threw the football. Now the Cyclones have 3 receivers stacked in a triangle formation on the right side. Ball's near the left hash of the football field. Tight end on the left side, Sidorian Bagley. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll right, look down the field. Got a man open. That's Reggie Heath at the 10-yard line. Reggie's got to make a couple men miss. Go forward, Reggie. Go forward, Reggie. Go forward, Reggie. Reggie had the first down and turned around and ran backwards.
That's an unfortunate mistake by Reggie. Just catch the ball and move forward. That's a lesson learned, and I'm sure Coach Floyd will have that conversation with him.
He caught the football at the 10, which was enough for a Cyclone first down. He ran backwards.
He had the first down twice.
He ran backwards 6 yards. And now Batesburg-Leesville takes it over 1st and 10 at the ball is at their own 18-yard line.
That's just being game awareness and really kind of knowing the situation. You just need 9 yards, get the first down, live for the next play. You don't have to try to score a touchdown there. So Batesburg's going to run the clock out, and we're going to go to halftime 21-0, and Batesburg's going to get the second half kick.
All right, Batesburg-Leesville takes it over 1st and 10. They hand it off to the running back. Cyclone's going to hit him in the hole. That should be the last play of the first half. Take it over the 18-yard line. They're on 20 with 25 seconds left. They roll it to the right side, run it to the right side. No gain. By the time they spot the ball, that'll be it. 5 seconds left in the first half. We'll go ahead and prepare to take a break. And that's it. So it's halftime. Cyclones up 21-10. Very well should be 35 or 42. We'll take a break, and we'll be back to Cyclone Football WRBK.
Tonight's Cyclone Football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill. Serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including buy here, pay here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at BurnsChevrolet.com. Your right choice.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by First Citizens Bank. At First Citizens, we believe that banking is all about the people we serve, and we work hard every day to make sure our customers know how we feel. First Citizens Bank with offices in Richburg and Chester. That's First Citizen Bank, forever first.
All right, we're back here at Chester. Homecoming night for the Cyclones. Homecoming 2022. Cyclones on top of the visiting Batesburg-Leesville Panthers by a score of 21-0 in a game that really, quite honestly, is closer than it should be right now. Cyclones squandering a couple of chances inside the 5-yard line when they had first and goal and were not able to score. Let me do some recap of the scoring while Clint does a tallying of some of the statistics he'll tell you tonight. So in the first quarter, with 5:42 to go, Cyclones get on the scoreboard. Trooper Floyd with a 1-yard touchdown run. Austin Allen, extra point was good. Cyclones up 7-0. Later in the first quarter, Shadim McCullough with a 6-yard touchdown run. Allen with an extra point was good, made it 14-0. And in the second quarter, Shadim with another touchdown run with 8:03 to go in the second quarter with an 8-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. Game, Clint, that quite honestly, the Cyclones, when we look at this game, this really should be 35-0. I mean, we've had 2 opportunities inside the 5 and couldn't score. And quite honestly, maybe even 40. If you think about it, we missed a touchdown pass down here. Just an unfortunate situation. I mean, Trooper was being chased. Nothing like anybody's fault. But Cyclones offensively have looked really good. Defensively has looked really good, but I think it's also part of Batesburg's inability to be creative in the play calling.
Yeah, I think you're right. But I think that's by design. Frankly, my dad sent me a text and said, maybe you think they were doing this because they're outclassed and they just know they can't compete. And I think that's part of it. I think it's also just the way they play football. They've only thrown it, 34 times coming in all year. Game. And they've thrown it 3 times tonight, so 37 times all year. And I just think that's the skill set they have. That's the decision that Coach Lawson has made with reference to his football team. How am I going to be able to compete? How am I going to be able to put my players on the field in a position, running of the eye? That's just an interesting offense. It's one that I don't want to say old school ways don't work anymore, because I believe wholeheartedly that there are areas in life where old school things work and should remain that way moving forward. But the I formation, just something that you just don't see much, and it's not very effective.
Man, could you imagine going to practice every day and doing that?
I mean, maybe they'll be successful. They're 2-2 on the season, so obviously they won a couple games.
Yeah,
but goodness,
a little unimaginative in my opinion. But hey, who am I? I'm not a football coach. I don't pretend to be. So if it works for them and is successful, good for them. But it's a little boring, if you will. Cyclones have been just pretty much overmatched them physically, speed-wise, and again, scores a lot closer than this game should be right now, 21-0. Cyclones will have to kick off to start the second half. Batesburg-Leesville did put a pretty nice drive together and came down with no points when they went for it on fourth and inside the 10-yard line, 4th and goal. But yeah, I mean, it's probably much of the same in the second half. I mean, the defense for Batesburg-Leesville has got to be worn out. This is probably a welcome sight for them for halftime, and they get to get a little bit of rest to start the third quarter. Clint, when we come back, we'll do some statistics, but let's take a break now. You're listening to Cyclone Football on WRBK. Cyclones on top, 21-0.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone Football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean burning and efficient natural gas.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a touch-tone energy cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your touch-tone energy partner. Proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton, attorneys at law providing legal services since 1907. Attorneys Milton Hamilton, Greg Delaney, Brian Greer, and Nick Cotton have a general practice of law with offices in Chester and Rock Hill. Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton support all the schools in Chester County.
All right, back at Cyclone Stadium. Cyclones up 21-0. Very well should be 35, maybe 42. Cyclones had 3 opportunities down inside Batesburg-Leesville territory. Came up with no points. Went 4 and out 3 times. Gave it over on downs. First offensive possession, 4th offensive possession, and the final offensive possession of the half. Had the first down in that final one. Reggie Heath was unable to stay in front of the sticks, ran backwards trying to make a play, and when he did, he lost yardage, and Cyclone was tackled, and so the Cyclones had to turn it over on downs. Let me give you a few statistics. First of all, for the visiting Panthers of Batesburg-Leesville, it's homecoming here. The homecoming court's being introduced. We got a little bit longer halftime break. So Batesburg-Leesville, first of all, the stats for them in the first half: 14 rushes for 43 yards, 1 of 3 passing for 12 yards. Total plays, 18 plays for 65 total yards for Batesburg-Leesville in the first half. 3 of their drives were 3 and out. One of them was right at the end of the first half, and so it was 1 play. 4 first downs on the night. That came on the 4th offensive possession, and they fumbled the ball 1 time on a kickoff early in the game, lost it, and the Cyclones recovered it, scored a touchdown as a result of that. 2 penalties for 7 yards for Batesburg-Leesville. Individual leaders, number 8, the rusher, that's Corey Williams. He has 2 rushes. He has 6 rushes for 31 yards, and number 32, the starting running back, L.J. Williams, 6 rushes for 9 yards. Passing, number 16, quarterback Tanner Wilkins. He's 1 of 3, no interceptions for 12 yards, and the one long reception was number 15, J.J. Reiser. He caught the ball for 12 yards. 4 first downs, all they were able to manage tonight on the ground so far in the first half. Compare those stats to those of the Cyclones. 22 rushes for 198 yards. Trooper Floyd is 7-10 passing for 99 yards. That gives the Cyclones a total offensive output of 297 yards on 32 plays. 15 first downs in the first half. 3 penalties for 25 yards. Cyclones scored on 3 of their 6 offensive possessions, touchdowns each time, and the extra points were good. Cyclones leading rushers tonight, number 31 number 31, Shaneem McCullough has 8 rushes for 120 yards. Antonio Hopkins has 6 rushes for 66 yards. Trooper Floyd, 7 of 10 passing for 99 yards. Leading receiver tonight for the Cyclones, number 6, Jaquan Carter, has caught 1 pass for 37 yards. Kyan Kennedy, 1 pass for 17 yards. Shaneem McCullough, 1 pass for 26 yards. And Reggie Heath Jr. has caught 4 passes for 18 yards total, and that last one was a costly one. But the Cyclones so far, Jeff, have just dominated this football game. The stats prove it. 32 plays for 297 yards versus 18 plays for 65 yards.
Yeah, if I would have looked at the scoreboard while you're reading the stats, I would think, they're up about 30, 40. Yeah. But we're not. And offensively, the last drive there, unfortunately, listen, Reggie Heath has made a lot of great football plays.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He just made a mistake, and that's a learning experience. You take what you can get, and understanding the game situation, in that situation, we needed 9 yards. Like I said, he had the first down twice. He caught it past the first down, ran back, ran in front of it, and ran back again. So, unfortunately, we didn't score any points there. Defense will get the ball, start the second half, or we'll start the second half on defense. And, Cyclones, they're well in control of this game. Unless Batesburg comes out with a whole completely different offense, I just don't see where they're going to have a chance to compete in this game much in the second half.
Oh, no, it's been total domination. The scoreboard just doesn't reflect it as maybe we would like, but, Coach Floyd's certainly going to address some issues with the offensive line a couple times inside the 5, weren't able to get points on the board. But outside of that, this has been a dominating performance by the Cyclones. This game is not in question. barring some miraculous experience, this game's not in question at all. We'll come back. 10 minutes left in the halftime break. Homecoming court is being introduced here at Chester High School. There's only 6 of them out there because there's only 6 seniors, maybe 7 seniors on the football team. With that said, we'll take a break and we'll be back.
Save like a pro with Founders Federal Credit Union. Founders Loyalty Select account gives you the opportunity to grow your savings at their best rate yet. Fund your account through your favorite Loyalty Select product to get savings today. Visit RelaxJoinFounders.com or one of their more than 30 office locations to see if you qualify for membership. Go Cyclones. Service requires credit evaluation. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
This Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Quacked Glass, your mobile auto glass replacement service. Quack Glass will come to you and solve your glass auto needs. Quack Glass is American-owned and Carolina-grown. They're serving both North and South Carolina and now with offices at Carowinds and 2708 Flat Creek Road, Lancaster. 866-787-8225 or online at quackglass.com. You can trust the Duck.
Tonight's Cyclone football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill. Serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including buy here, pay here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at BurnsChevrolet.com. Your right choice.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
All right, back here in Chester, Cyclones at halftime. Homecoming halftime 2022. Cyclones all over the visiting Batesburg-Leesville Panthers by a score of 21-0. Run some scores down here for you. These are scores of interest just simply because these are scores that are teams that are on Chester's schedule. Right now, Clinton on top of South Aiken by a score of 48-14. Lancaster is down to White Knoll by a score of 28-7. Lancaster was an opponent of ours in the game one. Other scores we've got going on: Midland Valley over Swansea 27-0. Let's see. Dutch Fork, the number one ranked team in the state of South Carolina, is playing a team from out of state. They're down 14-7. Like I mentioned, White Knoll and Lancaster. Eau Claire is on top of Columbia. Mike Enoch game of the week by a score of 6-0. And we got last time the score I saw was Andrew Jackson was up on Louisville by a score of 14-7. That could have changed. Great Falls was on top of their opponent tonight by a score of 8-6. They were playing First Christian Academy, I believe it was. Halftime Louisville's score is Andrew Jackson 14, Louisville 7. Indianland and second quarter on top of Parkwood, coached by former Cyclone defensive coordinator Tim Boyd. Indianland's on top of them 14-10. And we've got Gaffney and Fort Dorchester in a good one up in the reservation. Fort Dorchester coming in as a top-ranked team in the state on the road and leading Gaffney by a score of 21-14. Gaffney coming off of a big win last week over the Northwestern Trojans by a score of 28-7. TL Hanna all over Lawrence right now by a score of 24-7. And let's see, I think that's about it right now. Cyclones, they just announced the homecoming queen, and we'll get that information so we can give all the young ladies they're certainly just due for the evening. We had six representatives tonight. As Clint said, there's 6 seniors, and looked like it was a really nice event. Couldn't hear a whole lot because of the cowbells. I don't know if you heard a lot of cowbells, but Founders Federal Credit Union tonight gave out some cowbells tonight, and we've got a couple up here in the press box. So if you hear those in the background, that's exactly what that is. and it was really loud. There was a lot of noise made with these cowbells. It was like being in Mississippi State. If you've never been to a Mississippi State or watched a Mississippi State game before, they ring the cowbells, and they ring them often. Let's see here. Other scores I mentioned. Columbia and Eau Claire tied 6-6 at half. Nation Ford and Richmond Northeast 14-12 at halftime. Camden, team of interest, could end up playing them at some point in time on top of Lake City, 20-0. And let's see. I think that's about it. Let's do this. Let's take another break, Bill, and when we come back, Clinton, I'll get ready for the second half. You're listening to Cyclone Football on WRBK. Cyclones on top of Batesburg-Leesville by a score of 21-0.
Tonight's game's made possible in part by Lowry's Auto Shop, located 2461 Lowry's Highway beside the Lowry's One Stop. It's your one stop for auto truck repair, including diesel engines. They also do repair on some farm equipment, including tractors and other farm equipment. Services include complete lube, full tire service, complete tune-ups, minor engine repair, and lawnmower repair. Towing's available if needed. That's Lowry's Auto Shop, 803-209-9139.
WRBK wants you to know Lando Days is coming up Saturday, October 1st from 10 until 3. There'll be live music by the Onepo Brothers, an artist marketplace, a food truck, cruise-in, and museum tours. It's an outdoor event in Lando on Saturday, October 1st, 10 until 3, Lando Days, 3801 Lando Road in Lando. Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones. Tonight's Cyclone football action made possible in part by True Vista Communications, Chester's provider for high-speed broadband, video, voice, wireless, security, and smart home solutions. They're available online at truevista.net or at a True Vista customer experience store located in Chester, Camden, Great Falls, and Winsboro.
All right, back here in Chester, Cyclones halftime homecoming. Cyclones on top of Batesburg-Leesville by a score of 21-0. Do have some updates on some scores. Louisville is down 14-7 at halftime to Andrew Jackson. Great Falls on top of New Hope Leadership by a score of 14-12. And Clint, I hate to tell you this, but South Point in North Carolina, not the South Point, is all over Hunter Huss right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened to Hunter Huss.
14-0. I mean, they might have a chance, but I don't think they've scored in a week and a half.
Well, I'm going to have to go up there and give them a little pep talk. You know how they do? They bring celebrities back.
You are a celebrity.
In my own mind.
You are a legend in your own mind. Clover on top of Boiling Springs by a score of 7-0. One more score I would like to mention is York 21, Fort Mill nothing at halftime. And 28-7, Whiting all over Lancaster as well. Mentioned that one earlier. And we're here at halftime. Neither team has come back on the field yet. So we've got about a minute and 30 to go on the clock, which means they're going to come out on the field. The clock's going to go back to the courtesy 2-minute clock. We might even get a little bit longer clock. This is a longer halftime, Clint. I mean, this is like a long halftime.
This is one of those things. You're exactly right. We've talked about this before. It's kind of like the unwritten rule. Everything gets longer in life, right? So these coaches know we bring these kids out, we get an extra 3 minutes. Well, that is to not the length of halftime. The goal was just to give you a chance to warm up.
Right.
What you want to do is come back on the field with 3 minutes left in the halftime period. But now everybody knows they're going to get 3 more minutes. So this
is like a Super Bowl halftime here.
I mean, I'm waiting on, where's Bono? I'm looking for
Beyonce.
I mean, where's Jenny from the Block? I mean, that's what we're looking for out here.
Fuller would be looking for, like, Perry Como.
Yes.
You'll probably don't even know who that is.
I know the name. He'd be looking for whoever sings, "Oh, Sookie, Sookie." I heard that earlier while I was getting set up. All right, we'll take another break here. 26 seconds left. They'll put 3 minutes on the clock for warm-ups. Both teams coming onto the field. Thanks, Jeff. We'll be back.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by First Citizens Bank. At First Citizens, we believe that banking is all about the people we serve, and we work hard every day to make sure our customers know how we feel. First Citizens Bank with offices in Richburg and Chester. That's First Citizen Bank, forever first.
Barron Funeral Home at 133 Wiley Street in Chester and Dancer Baker Funeral Home located at 26 Underwood Avenue in Great Falls are proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of the Chester High School football game. They wish the Cyclones great success this season. The staff of Barron Funeral Home and Dancer Baker Funeral Home continue to serve the people of Chester County with courtesy and dignity.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean burning and efficient natural gas.
This Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Quacked Glass, your mobile auto glass replacement service. Quack Glass will come to you and solve your glass auto needs. Quack Glass is American-owned and Carolina-grown. They're serving both North and South Carolina and now with offices at Carowinds and 2708 Flat Creek Road, Lancaster. 866-787-8225 or online at quackglass.com. You can trust the Duck.
All right, you can trust the Duck for sure.
I love how Bill says that.
You can trust the Duck. I wonder if he has, when he thinks about it, if it kind of makes him chuckle as he says it. You can trust the Duck.
I don't know, but Bill just he crushes that.
Bill owns it. Bill owns everything he does at the radio station. Jeff doesn't know how blessed he is to have Bill up there. Bill, you can chime in at any time. The only problem Bill has with the radio station is we don't ever feed him.
Well,
Amen to that one.
you just need to come show up one day.
I'm going to have to do that. It's going to create a bad problem here, though.
Yeah, probably would.
We just wouldn't take a break for a while. We are here live from Chester Stadium at Chester Stadium in the R. Carlisle Roddy Press Box, designated 2 weeks ago as the R. Carlisle Roddy Press Box. The longtime voice of the Cyclones. Cyclones up 21-0. Batesburg-Leesville really done nothing on offense tonight. They've only run 18 plays for 65 yards. If you've been with us, you know Cyclones have been down inside Batesburg-Leesville's red zone 6 times. 3 of those opportunities ended in touchdowns. 3 of them turned over on downs. But every drive, the Cyclones have been deep inside Batesburg-Leesville territory. They've only been inside the Cyclones territory 1 time, and they got down inside the Cyclones 5, and on 4th down and goal decided to run a play-action pass that Jeff said, I called a better play with Rusty Pemberton. and so that ball fell incomplete, and so we have the score. We have 21-0. Batesburg-Leesville will get the football to start the second half against this Cyclone defense, which is really, really stingy, only giving up 65 yards. Getting ready to kick this off. Austin Allen's going to tee the ball up. We'll get started. Officials have their meeting. They move to different parts of the field, and they are not the most mobile group, but we are thankful they're here, given that there's a shortage of officials in every sport. We're delighted to have these guys here, and we thank them. They've called a good game so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of a non-event. I think the fouls they've called have been, appropriate and legitimate.
Austin Allen has it teed up on the 40-yard line. He's going to run up and kick it in just a minute. Deep to receive this kick is going to be number 12, it looks like, for Batesburg-Leesville. Number 2, Jamarius Clark. It's going to be taken by one of the up men. Cyclones going to tackle him. He took it about the 30. He got to about the 37. They bent him over. That's Trajan P. And looks like DJ Stevenson getting up off the bottom of the pile. DJ Stevenson, according to Coach Floyd, is one of the best athletes we have on the football team. Ball's going to be...
We're going to go up the middle we're going to go off tackle or off guard.
Well, we like to use the A gap. We like the center guard hole. Maybe occasionally we'll go off tackle. Ball's on the 37-yard line of the Panthers. They come out, and they go split their backs. Got one tailback lined up about 7 yards behind the quarterback who's under center. Quarterback's a pitch sweep to the right. Cyclone's going to give chase. He's going to try to throw it down the field. DJ Stevenson forces him upfield and does not allow him to throw the ball. Good coverage downfield by the Cyclones. And he's going to get to about the 44-yard line, 43. So he gains 6 on the opening opening play of the second half. They go spotted to 44 of the Cyclones, moving right to left. 11:24 to go in the third. Cyclones up 21-0 here at the beginning of the third quarter over the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers. Quarterback under center is going to run a toss sweep to the right side as well. Andre Evans pushes him out. Shadim McCullough comes in late with a stop with Zeke Evans. They tack him down at the 43-yard line, 41-yard line, a loss of 3.
Should be holding on number 15.
Holding on the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers. We'll see what Coach Floyd decides to do. He's going to back them up 10, and we'll replay this from the spot. That'll put them way behind the sticks, Jeff, not where they want to be.
No. First and 10's tough enough.
They don't need second 20. Oh, we got a penalty. Oh, excuse me. I thought the line judge, we threw the football across the field to the ball boy for Batesburg-Leesville. I thought he was throwing another penalty way up in the air. And I was like, oh, we got another penalty on the field.
I was looking back. I was trying to look. The great job by the Batesburg folks that come up here and do the radio for them. They have a really good package, and they got an article from the game from the 1928 state championship where Batesburg-Leesville beat Chester 7-6. I was trying to see some statistics and see how many times they threw the ball in that game.
Probably not
to make a comparison.
Did they have a forward pass back then? They wore leather helmets.
I don't know.
Back in the I formation, fullback's number 15. That's going to be J.J. Reicher. He's going to hand it off to the running back who goes behind him. He hesitates in the hole. That's a bad move. Anytime you hesitate against this Cyclone defense. Corey Williams, running back senior, he gets about 3 yards on the play.
30-yard line.
Ball's at the 30-yard line, brings up third down and long here.
Yeah, they're just overmatched on the defensive line for Chester. And it's not like Chester's that big. It's just they're just overmatched. Better athletes.
Terry Radford, Trajan P., and DeAndre Hall in there right now. Cyclones in the 3-3 stack.
I can see Joshua taking that cowbell home tonight and ringing it going up and down the stairs.
Yeah, he's going to ring it when he gets sick next time. His mom will come get him. The linebacker stacked behind the defensive lineman. Quarterback's in his shotgun this time. It's going to be a quarterback run all the way. He's going to get up in the hole. Cyclone's going to give chase. He's at the 35-yard line. They're going to run him out of bounds at the 38. He gained 8 on the play, maybe 9. Brings up long yardage here on fourth down. Going to punt here. Knight comes on the punt. He's going to stand at his own 25-yard line. Deep to receive this punt's number 2, Reggie Heath Jr. They'll put Andre back there now. Andre Evans is deep. He's going to stand at the 30-yard line. His feet, the heels of his feet on his own 30. Now he steps back to the 29. Knight's going to stand at his own 24 to receive this snap. It's high, but he got a good snap, but it's a bad punt. It's off the side of his foot. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be somewhere around the 45-yard line of the Cyclones, maybe 47. Coach Jerry Caldwell's trying to tell him where to mark it off to, but the official doesn't listen.
I've always wondered how they know.
They just guess at it, Jeff.
They have to. How do you know that? How do you know, like, there's a method to the madness I've never understood it.
Well, that was a 13-yard punt. 13?
Cyclones again with great field possession, Clint.
Yeah, the Cyclones take it over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Moving left to right. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. Hands it off to McCullough over the left side. McCullough's got some running. Trooper's running. 40-yard line, 35-yard line, 30. He's still rumbling down the field. 25-yard line, 15-yard line. Trooper's inside the 15 to the 14. He's fired up, baby. Trooper got him a run on there, Jeff.
I think that's probably the longest run of the year for him.
He got 38 yards on that one. 38 yards, Trooper Floyd, the first down of the third quarter. Cyclones, let's see what they got, Jeff, when they come out here a little bit fired up after Coach Floyd's halftime talk. I bet they'll get it in the end zone right here. If they don't, I don't want to be talking to them later. Trevonte Weldon comes out of the game for the Cyclones. Number 60 comes in. Jabril White, sophomore, takes his place on the left side of the offensive line. Weldon limps off the field. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Oh, he's going. He got some wheels. 10-yard line, 5-yard line, touchdown Cyclones. Trooper got a little fired up, didn't he, Jeff?
That was all him there.
Trooper said, I want some running in this one, baby. 9:08 to go. Cyclones take the lead. 20.
That's not a lot. If you watch a lot of film of Chester, that's not a play you've seen a lot this year.
No, it's not. We've tried to run it a few times. We just hadn't had this opportunity. But I think opening up the tailback run game opens up that, and the success of the running game with the tailbacks opens up that zone read. Trooper Floyd, touchdown. 14-yard touchdown run over the left side. Cyclones up 28-0. We'll take a break and we'll be back.
Relax on and off the field with Founders Federal Credit Union. With services like Founders Online and Founders App, you'll enjoy local personalized service. Joining Founders Federal Credit Union is easy. Relax, join Founders.com or at one of the more than 30 office locations to see if you qualify for membership. Relax, go Cyclones. Services require credit evaluation. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton, attorneys at law providing legal services since 1907. Attorneys Milton Hamilton, Greg Delaney, Brian Greer, and Nick Cotton have a general practice of law with offices in Chester and Rock Hill. Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton support all the schools in Chester County.
All right, we're back. Austin Allen kick was deep, taken about the 15-yard line by number 2, Jamarius Clark. He carried over the 30-yard line to the 34, so he got a pretty good run of 19 yards back where the Batesburg-Leesville will put it in play. 1st and 10. That goes spot it to the 33-yard line. So with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter, they'll take it over on their own 33-yard line, moving left to right. After a 3 and out on the opening possession, let's see what they do here with the second. Under center, quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to a second man through. Cyclone's going to chase him down after he gains 2 yards. That running back is number 32, the starter, L.J. Williams. 2-yard pickup on the play, brings up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, you're just not going to run. You're just not going to outrun Chester to the edge. These guys aren't anyway.
No. Big fullback in the game, Jeff. I don't see that. I can't see that number.
That's number 10. That's the punter.
That's Balknight in the fullback position.
Yeah, he's been here a few times.
32 dots to I. L.J. Williams hands it off 32. Oh, Kyan Kennedy hit him in the hole. He ran an isolation, and they missed that block on Kyan. But he got 2 on the play, brings up 3rd down and long.
Kyan's quietly having a pretty good game on defense.
Yeah, that middle linebacker position. Cyclone's still missing Jalen Moss, who's been out with a shoulder, has not been released yet. I think we'll see him, but I think Kyan has basically played his way into that position. Jalen brings a little more size and gives Kyan a breather. And they'll be glad to have him back when they do. 3 linebackers stacked behind the defensive lineman, Spurs up tight. Pitches to the right side of number 15. Cyclones give chase DJ Stevenson, but the running back's going to run through his tackle. He's going to drag the pile 45-yard line to the 49. So he had to get to the 43 for a 1st down, and he got to the 49. So he got 12 on the play. Brings up 1st down and 10.
The Batesburg-Leesville defense said, thank you.
First down of the second half for Batesburg-Leesville. 4th play of this drive, 7:22 to go in the third. Clint Davis, Jeff Kerr with you. We missed Jim Fuller. He'll be back next week. Cyclones up 28-0. Quarterback steps back in the shotgun, waiting on the snap. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to his running back from the shotgun position. He's going to run hard over the left side. He's going to be tackled in there by number 16, Antonio T. Hopkins. Number 8 was the running back. That's Corey Williams. He gained 7 on the play. That's his 47th yard of the night. 9 rushes for 47 yards for
Corey Williams.
Williams. Second down and 7. Or second down and 3, excuse me. Cyclone defensive front gets up there. DeAndre Hall, Trajan P., and Terry Radford, who's got a potential to be a really, really good ball player. He's just a freshman. Hands it off to the running back over the right side. That's number 15. He's bowling his way to the 35-yard line to the 32.
He looks like a football player.
12 yards, another 12 yards gain. He's run it twice, 12 yards each time for a total of 24. Another first down for Batesburg-Leesville, down 28-0. 6:23 to go in the third. Cyclone defense standing with their hands on their hips, a little tired up front. We saw a lot of that last week. Big running back, number 15, J.J. Risher. He's a senior. And you're right, Jeff. He looks like a football player. Got a wing back on the left side of the line now, and one single tailback. Going to hand it off to the tailback. Oh, he gets hit in the backfield this time. Cyclones bring a run blitz.
Yeah.
That's Antonio Hopkins and Terry Radford in there. That's a
You
loss.
mentioned Radford, and I've been a fan of his since game one. And you look at him, and physically, he's a ninth grader, and how big he's got the potential to get. He's arguably one of the best young defensive linemen I've seen come through, or seen come through, young defensive linemen in a long time here.
Right.
He's very active, as most ninth graders are anyway.
Absolutely. Second down and 14. Quarterback in the shotgun. He hands it off to his running back over the right side. Cyclones meet him in the hole. He's still fighting his way forward. He got maybe 2 on the play, but he's tackled by a host of Cyclones. Brings up third down and long. Not where they want to be.
Taken down for a loss on the play. Ball spotted at the Cyclones 36-yard line.
Well, they gave him 1 yard on the play, so it brings up third down and 13 for the Panthers. See what Coach Lawson calls here. Don't have a lot of plays in the playbook.
Probably a thin book.
Not very difficult to learn. Shotgun formation, running back to the left side, ace back on the right side, that's Bolton Knight. He's going to throw it in the flats. Cyclone's going to hit him after he gets maybe 4 yards. Little quick out route out there to number 4. That's Tucker Bolin. They're going to give him 3 yards on the play. So that's the second completion of the night for the quarterback. This one was to number 4, Bolin, for 3 yards.
He's hit his average for the season, 2 completions a game.
Eighth play of this drive forthcoming here. 4th down and 11 in the shotgun again. Quarterback 16 Watkins, running back to his left, ace back to the left side as well. Cyclone's going to bring pressure. That's Andre Evans. They catch him in the backfield. They take him down for a big-time loss. That was Andre Evans, and Antonio Hopkins met him in the backfield. They're going to turn it over on downs at the 45. He lost 11 on the play, and the Cyclones take it over.
They might want to take that one out of the playbook, too.
Well, Coach Caldwell brought a jailhouse blitz on that one, and he didn't have a chance. That's where you want this quarterback. He's in a throwing situation. That's the last place he wants to be, where you can bring the blitz. Cyclones take it over on their own 45-yard line. 3:20 to go in the third. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, throws across the middle. That's Zeke Evans. Zeke catches a diving ball.
If he hits Zeke in the stride, that's 6.
At the 38-yard line.
He just throws a little bit low.
17-yard pass from Trooper Floyd to Zeke Evans.
I tell you what, Trooper went through his progressions there because he was looking to Shadim out there in the flat and saw Zeke out there and made a really nice throw.
Second play of the drive. Great catch by Zeke. Trooper takes a shotgun snap. Going to hand it off to Shadim. Shadim's over the left side. 35-yard line, dragging men to the 30-yard line to the 29. That's enough for a Cyclone first down. And Powell still driving. Come about time to blow the whistle here, officials. 25-yard line. That's where you get people hurt. 14 yards for Shadim McCullough.
And it looks like Balknight's come up a little gimpy for the Panthers.
Third first down of this drive.
That's a tough one for them because he's their punter.
And he gets a lot of action. Third first down of the second half for the Cyclones. 2:44 to go. Cyclones up 28-0. moving left to right. McCullough in the backfield with Trooper Floyd. Zeke Evans split out to the right side. 3 receivers in a triangle to the left. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to McCullough. Trooper keeps it, and a little zone read play is going to get to the 24-yard line. And gain 1 on the play brings up 2nd down and 9.
No gain on the play, 2nd down.
Second down and 10. They gave him no official gain. 2:27 to go. I'm not sure why the clock has stopped. Now it's running again.
It's Jack's running it.
Mike Lisfy over there finally got the chain.
It actually is 2nd and 9. They're not.
Trey's not paying attention.
Have to hit him up on Wednesday night. Might eat too much this week.
That Zeke got to him. Trooper Floyd swings it out here in the flats to Shadim, 25-yard line. What a catch. He's got some running room. He's going to get to the 16-yard line from the 24. Gain of 8.
And the run down to inside 20 down to the 17-yard line.
Gain of 8 brings up.
I'm sure he's probably going to get a chance to play somewhere at the next level. He just does too many things really well. 3rd down and short. So Dorian Pendergrass into the tight end position on the right side. Antonio Hopkins comes in the backfield. Trooper Floyd tells him his play. Ball's on the right hash. Cyclones moving left to right. Trooper Floyd's going to run on the option. Pitches it to Antonio. Antonio's got the 15-yard line. 10-5 touchdown Cyclones. 16-yard touchdown run by Antonio Hopkins over the left side on a pitch from Trooper Floyd. Touchdown Cyclones. 34-0. 1:18 to go in the 3rd. Antonio Hopkins, Southern rushes for 82 yards now. Cyclones scored again with 1:18 to go in the 3rd. Yet the punt on the night, 55-yard drive, 5 plays, ends in 6 for the Cyclones. Trooper Floyd on to be the holder. Jalen Austin, long snapper. Austin Allen, the kicker. Snap, kick, up, good. Cyclones up 35-0. We'll take a break, 1:18 to go in the 3rd.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
This broadcast of Chester Cyclone football is made possible by Polk Bell Bonds, serving Chester County for over 30 years. Polk Bell Bonds executes surety bonds in all state or federal courts and can provide GPS, electronic, or alcohol monitoring. Ned Polk is available anytime at 581-POLK, 482-POLK, 789-POLK, and 872-2222. Polk Bell Bonds.
All right, we're back here at Cyclone Stadium. Austin Allen on the kick. Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. Kicking it deep. 2 deep men. They got 3 deep men. One lined up between the 15 and the 10-yard line. Here's the run up and the kick. It's going to be a low squib kick. Be taken by one of the up men at the 25-yard line. 30. And Cyclone's going to give chase. Take him down at the 39-yard line. So a 9-yard return for number 5, Cole Price. Batesburg-Leesville will put it in play 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Moving right to left with 1:05 to go in the 3rd.
Ball spotted at the 39-yard line.
Hey, be quiet, okay? Homecoming queen here is Ariel Moyd, who is the daughter of Kelvin Moyd with Founders Federal Credit Union, sponsored a bunch of cowbells for the Cyclone fans tonight. And congratulations to Ariel and her family as being elected 2022 Homecoming Queen. Watkins takes a snap from under center, pitches it back to his running back. He's going to get to the 40-yard line before he's whopped by several Cyclones. It looks like number 31, Shadim McCullough, came in from his free safety position and made a big-time stop. Number 15 was the ball carrier. That's J.J. Risher. He goes off the field a little gimpy, Jeff.
Gain of yard on the play, 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9. Batesburg-Leesville comes into this game 2-2 on the season. Had a victory last week, 16-14, riding a 2-game winning streak. But I think it's going to come to a loss, to an end tonight, Jeff.
Yeah. Wow.
Watkins under center, hands it off to the second man through out of the I formation. Cyclones shoot through there. Antonio Hopkins missed him, but Cyclone defense was there to clean up the mess, and that's number 50, DeAndre Hall, made the stop from his defensive tackle position. 3rd down and 9 for the...
It's tough to get back in the game when you're 3rd and you're 2nd and 9 and you go up the middle for 1. It's kind of tough to fight back.
That's a 12th carry for 44 yards for number 8, Corey Williams tonight.
But they know who they are, man. They just keep doing it.
The senior, I'll tell you what, they have an identity. Jonathan Stewart said the Panthers needed an identity. Batesburg-Leesville has an identity.
They do.
I formation. Watkins going to try to throw it. Terry Radford comes across the middle. That ball's going to be tipped up. Zeke Evans is going to intercept it for the Cyclones at the 45-yard line. He's on his feet. 45-40, 35-30. He's rolling downfield. 25-20. He's going to be tackled out of bounds at the 18-yard line. But there's a penalty marker on the field. A bad block by the Cyclones.
Yeah, but that's a great example of the tip ball drill.
Yep. Quarterback throws across the middle. He's 2 of 5 for an interception. Zeke Evans caught that football. He rumbled down the field, and there's a penalty marker. It's going to be a bad block on the Cyclones. Number 4, Tucker Boland, slow to get up. And number 32, the running back who made the tackle, L.J. Williams, slow to get up. Williams is a sophomore. Boland is a junior. This is a young football team, Jeff. Batesburg-Leesville's got something to build off of.
Oh, they do. They're young. You look down their roster, they had, 6, 8 seniors, and they had a lot of sophomores and had 4 ninth graders. Obviously, they're it's probably, I don't know if it's a rebuilding, because I don't even know what they did last year, but it is definitely a season of building and trying to build for the future for the Panthers.
Whitehat's about to make a call here. 10 yards, got to be a block in the back of some sort. Well, a 15-yard personal foul. Helmet contact. Cyclone defender on the block. Just a warning. Nobody's out of the game or anything, but 15-yard penalty. We're going to run a play for the third quarter. That should be the end of the third. It's the end of the quarter.
I think they can't end it on a penalty.
Oh, we got to run a play. Cyclone's going to run one play untimed down here in the third quarter. Up 35-0. Got to run one untimed down here. It was a turnover, and then there was a penalty. Trying to make sure the clock operator knows not to run the clock. Trooper Floyd's in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left side. Ball's on the right hash. Tight end on the left side of the formation. 1 receiver to the right side. Running back in the backfield to his right. That's Shadim McCullough. Hands it off to Shadim over the left side. Shadim breaks free. 45-50, 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown Cyclones. That's going to be a 55-yard touchdown run by Shadim McCullough over the left side. Running back there behind those big offensive linemen.
60 yards.
60-yard touchdown run by behind those big offensive linemen, Trevante Weldon and Joez McCullough, Gabe Hope, and others. Touchdown Cyclones, 60 yards by Shadim McCullough on the untimed down.
You don't see that often.
194 yards unofficially tonight for Shadim McCullough. 13 rushes, 194 yards. Touchdown Cyclones. No, you don't see that at all. Kicks up, and it is good. So Austin Allen is perfect tonight. 6 for 6. Cyclones up 42-0. We'll take a break, and we'll be back.
It was made possible in part by Lowry's Auto Shop, located 2461 Lowry's Highway beside the Lowry's One Stop. It's your one stop for auto truck repair, including diesel engines. They also do repair on some farm equipment, including tractors and other farm equipment. Services include complete lube, full tire service, complete tune-ups, minor engine repair, and lawnmower repair. Towing's available if needed. That's Lowry's Auto Shop, 803-209-9139.
WRBK wants you to know the Masters Car Club is having Cars and Coffee Saturday, October 1st at the Magnolia Manor in Rock Hill. Join them for a fresh cup of coffee, donuts, and a Danish at Magnolia Manor on Saturday, October 1st from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. That's the Masters Car Club's Cars and Coffee on October 1st.
All right, back here, Cyclones up 42-0 to start the fourth quarter. Austin Allen has the ball teed up. It's homecoming. Ariel Moyd is the homecoming queen here in Chester 2022. Big crowd on hand to watch the Cyclones and the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers. Deep to receive this kick for the Panthers. Got three receivers. One of them is Stephen Witt. One is Corey Williams, and the other is Jamarius Clark. Here's the run-up and the kick. Low line drive kick. Be taken by Witt at his own 14-yard line. He's cutting upfield, 25-yard line. He's got some running room. Oh, Cyclones hit him hard in the hole. That was he lost the football, and they picked it up. Number 2 picks it up, and he's rolling down the field. He's going to get to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. There's a penalty marker on the field, but it's coming back. Unbelievable.
That's a T.
Sidorian Pendergrass, that's a T, touchdown. Sidorian Pendergrass hit him hard, knocked the ball loose from Witt a second time on the kickoff, and Stevenson picks it up and carries it on out of the pile on a fortuitous bounce and gets kickoff return. So another game with another kickoff return, but a strange situation.
Explain to me why the clock's running.
He's saying run the clock. It's run the clock.
Oh.
42 points.
That's right. Thank you.
So it's a touchdown. Wow, what a turn of events. Stephen Witt fumbles the ball, picks up by Clark. He comes out from under the pile and runs down the right side. It's a high snap. Ball's going to be thrown for a 2-point conversion, incomplete by number 5, Cole Price. So it is 42-6, 11:04 to go in this one. We'll hold it here as the clock runs. It's a running clock. Start the fourth quarter, deficit of 40. Well, that was one of those deals where you can't really blame the team. I mean, they all diving for the ball. Guy just picks it up and runs around the corner. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Number 83 will be on to kick it off. Felipe Juarez Diaz. He gets his second kickoff of the night. Nope, it's going to be 10. Balknight, excuse me. Diaz is the extra point field goal kicker, but he does not kick off. Balknight's the kicker. How in the world do you, unofficial stats, but how do you even begin to score that when they use baseball terminology?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even see the ball come out.
I didn't either. Well, he hit him really hard, and I thought maybe he knocked it loose. I didn't see it come out either, though. Balknight's got it teed up at the 40-yard line, kicking left to right. Here's the run up and the kick. It's going to be a high end over end kick. It's going to be taken by Tyler Williams at the 15-yard line. 20, 25, 30. He's still on his feet. 35-yard line. Gets hit in the hole there by the defender, number 24, Henzel Diskua, and tackles him there at the 35-yard line where the Cyclones will put it in play, 1st and 10. 9:30. The clock's running here. Cyclones take it over. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation. Running back Floyd Young in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right. Ball's on the left hash. Moving right to left. Takes a shotgun snap. Hands it off to Floyd. Floyd's up in the hole. 35-yard line, 40-yard line. He's still on his feet, still driving. He's going to get to the 41. He picked up 6 on the play. Tackled by number 6, Amari Odom. And number 31, Tanner Rickard. Floyd Young is 20 yards rushing on the night. 4 rushes, averaging 5 yards a rush.
16-12, Great Falls in the third.
Attaboy, Great Falls. Hands off to Young again. Ooh. Young gets hit in the hole this time by number 44, who submarined the blocker and made a good stop. T. Jarrett. Yoyd gets no gain on the play, brings up 3rd down and 5. Troopers in the shotgun. Clock's running. 8:21 to go in this one. Cyclones up 42-6. Coach Caldwell having a conversation with one of the defensive backs. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Young over the right side. Floyd cuts upfield, 40-yard line, 45-yard line. He got 6 on the play. Brings up enough for a Cyclone first down. Just their 4th of the second half, but 19th of the game. 4th play of the drive, forthcoming. Ball's at the 46-yard line. Moving right to left, 7:49. Cyclones look sharp tonight. They've been crisp, had some issues in the first half getting touchdowns deep inside territory, inside Panther territory, but the uniforms are sharp. It's homecoming. There's a lot of life. Got a lot to build from as they move into region play next week, hosting Woodruff here in Chester. Jaquan Carter in the backfield as the new quarterback for the Cyclones. He gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Floyd over the left side. Floyd's going to try to cut upfield, but they give chase, and he's hit in the backfield by T. Jarrett again. Loss of 2 on the play, maybe 3. Brings up second down and long.
Cyclones must just, I think, are a little bit content, Clint, here just to kind of run left, right up the middle and see what happens.
Oh, absolutely. No need not to. 5th play of the drive here. Second down and 13. Ball's at the 43-yard line of the Cyclones. Moving right to left. Blue uniforms, blue helmets, blue jersey. Jaquan Carter keeps it himself. 45-yard line. He's going to keep driving forward. He's going to get close to the 49. Picked up 6. Brings up third down and manageable.
Now for Floyd. About 7 on the play to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's 6:33. Clock's running, 42-6. Cyclones on top of Batesburg-Leesville.
Jaquan Carter looks over and waits for Coach Floyd to signal in this play call. Got running back, got a couple guys out there we're not used to seeing. Tyler Williams on the field. Number 10, he split out. Number 11 in the slot is Amari Simpson. He's a freshman. Zeke Evans out here, split out wide as well. So Dorian Pendergrass in the slot to the top of the field. Takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, going to call it himself. 45-yard line, 40. He's got enough for the first down, and he's going to get to the 35-yard line. So that's a 15-yard gain and enough for a Cyclone first down. Jeremiah Gladden blocked his man into the ground on a pancake, and the guy's a little slow getting up. That's T. Jarrett.
Well, they were both going at it, and our guy just got a little bit better than him.
Nothing wrong with blocking to the end of the whistle. Clock stops. We'll hold it right here. 5:39 to go. It shouldn't be that long of a break. Official timeout. Coach Lawson not liking what he sees here. He thinks it ought to be a 15-yard penalty on Jeremiah. I just believe that was just back and forth there.
2 guys going at it, and our guy got the better end of it.
I don't think that was. It wasn't late. It wasn't after the whistle. They were just blocking.
No, I think what happened was it kind of bent him backwards a little bit.
Coach,
which never feels good, by the way.
No. The only time I've ever seen anybody get bent back like that and not feel bad is my son James. He's 2. So his ligaments hadn't gotten tight yet. Joshua can't even do it now. His ligaments have gotten tight. But James, they're 2 years old. Their ligaments don't get tight. They bend all kind of. He got out of a chair and was like sliding like a snake, but his legs were behind him out of the chair today, getting under the table. It was the craziest looking thing. And I was like, how does that not hurt? Then I realized he's 2. That's how it doesn't hurt. That would kill me, man. But his ligaments and his muscles hadn't got tight.
Last update, Louisville and Andrew Jackson were tied 14-all.
Yeah, I knew Louisville was going to have a tough go tonight. They were going to have a tough go tonight. I tell you what, it looks like they bring some people out on the field here. Somebody from the stands. Dr. Sam over there. Let's take another break. Nope, they're going to get him up. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, he needs some help to get off the field, but he's walking, which really
you got a parent over there on the field. I must be honest, that should never happen. He's over there jawing at Chester side. Just shouldn't happen. Sorry. See
the guy. So that's why the guys came out and said that Chester folks came to get him off the field.
Yeah, I mean, he'd have to watch the rest of the game on the other side of that fence.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I thought they were bringing Chester folks onto the field because there was a seriousness of the injury. No, they came to get him off the field. The official went and got security. That's old Burley over there. You don't want Burley.
Yeah, Burley win a lot of battles.
I want to stay away.
He ain't gonna outrun you, but
I ain't gonna get into a cage match with Burley McDaniel. 5:37 to go in this one. Cyclones up 42-6. Jaquan Carter takes shotgun snap. He's gonna run to the right. Quarterback run all the way. He's cuts inside Floyd Young, who gave him a little bit of a block. Now we got the Cyclones on the ground, and that's Jordan Land. And the defensive lineman is a little bit chippy here. Anytime he's getting beat this bad, it sometimes happens. Jordan Land blocking. Coach Floyd said, get back in the huddle. He gained 3 on the play, brings up.
I might even take him out of the game right now because he's probably one play from getting in a confrontation, and he could find himself not playing next week.
Yeah, next week is an important game. Batesburg-Leesville going to call timeout. I think coaches are going to have a conversation. Here comes Coach Lawson. He's calling Coach Floyd over, and I'm not sure what's going to happen here. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with Cyclone Football WRBK.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone Football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean burning and efficient natural gas.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner. Proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
All right, we're back here at Cyclone Stadium. I believe they're going to cut it off here. I believe that's going to be the end of the ball game. Cyclones are going to be victorious 42-6 with 4:57 left in this one. And the coaches met on midfield. Coach Lawson brought his team over. He came over with his during the halftime break to talk to Coach Floyd, and after that conversation, this ball game's over.
I don't know why they were doing that. I mean, if they're trying to do it to avoid a conflict, then why are they shaking hands? I just don't like that, Clint. I'm sorry. I just think you played at the end of the game.
I agree with you 100%. I don't understand that either.
That's a wrong message, in my opinion, but not my monkey, not my circus.
No, I agree with you 100% there. This was quite a strange way to end a football game. Cyclones were dominant and victorious, but I'm with you, Jeff. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth as a fan of football, as a man who cares about the development of young men. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth that you would come out and just say, I'm done, we're going to call this game. And this was all on Coach Lawson. No question about this. He came over. He wanted to get everybody together. He came over and said he came over and called Coach Floyd to the middle of the field. They had the conversation. Once that conversation was over, they ended the football game, and the officials walked off. Cyclones were victorious.
I just think it sends a bad message to your team because what have you done? Basically, you've quit.
Oh, absolutely. You have basically said, you got to teach these guys how to. You got to teach these guys how to compete to the end in adverse circumstances. Even if there is a lot of jawing going on or whatever, then that's your responsibility.
Control it.
Teach your kids how to control it. Or if you want to have a conversation with the other coach, say, listen, it's getting out of hand, and have that conversation. But you don't walk off the field.
All we were doing was running left, running right. I mean, we weren't running up the score.
No, it already had the starters out of the ball game.
That's unfortunate. But anyway, we got a final score. Chester on homecoming 2022, 42-6 over Batesburg-Leesville. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here with Clint and myself. You're listening to Cyclone Football on WRBK.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by First Citizens Bank. At First Citizens, we believe that banking is all about the people we serve, and we work hard every day to make sure our customers know how we feel. First Citizens Bank with offices in Richburg and Chester. That's First Citizen Bank, forever first.
Tonight's Cyclone football action made possible in part by True Vista Communications, Chester's provider for high-speed broadband, video, voice, wireless, security, and smart home solutions. They're available online at truevista.net or at a True Vista customer experience store located in Chester, Camden, Great Falls, and Winsboro. Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service is located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
All right, back here in Chester, final score, your Chester Cyclones all over the visiting Batesburg-Leesville Panthers by a score of 42-6. The game ended with about 4.5 minutes to go, maybe a little bit more. Coaches met at midfield. Batesburg-Leesville actually Coach Floyd to the center of the field. They had a discussion, and the game ended. And not sure why. I mean, there was a little bit of chippiness going on, but I don't think there was anything that was out of hand, to be honest with you. Cyclones were not trying to run up the score. They were running the ball left, running the ball right. Batesburg couldn't stop them. And, Clint, we just talked about this, and I'm going to say one more thing. I'm just not a fan of that. I think my team, you send a bad message to your team. I think you play to the end, and you take it like a man. But that's not what happened tonight. Good win for the Cyclones. Cyclones were hitting on all cylinders tonight and really just overmatched Batesburg-Leesville.
Oh, it was overmatched from the get-go. No question about it. These two teams, really the reality of it is that Chester just dominated this football game. There was never really a time that Batesburg-Leesville should really even on the could even come close to competing. I don't want to say shouldn't be on the field. They're young men. They're playing hard. They're practicing, but they couldn't compete with the Chester Cyclones tonight. Let me give you some stats, and we'll begin to wrap this thing up. As we wrap it up, let me just give you some official stats or unofficial stats. This is broadcaster stats on the ball game tonight. First of all, for the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers, they had 29 rushes for 84 yards in the game. Quarterback Watkins was 2 of 5 with 1 interception for 19 yards. Total offense for the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers, as I have it, 34 plays, 93 yards. 6 first downs, fumbled it twice, lost one of them, had 3 penalties for 17 yards. 3 punts for an average of 32 yards. For the Cyclones tonight, in the ball game, 35 rushes for 375 yards rushing. Trooper Floyd was 9 of 12 with 0 interceptions for 124 yards passing. Total offense for the Cyclones, 47 plays for 499 yards. 20 first downs in the ball game, 3 penalties for 25 yards for the Cyclones, and they had 6 touchdowns. Austin Allen was perfect on extra points attempts. So with all that to say, Jeff, those stats tell you Cyclones probably had 500 yards of offense. I probably missed a yard or two there somewhere. And Batesburg-Leesville right at 100 yards, a little bit less. I got them down for 93. This was not even a contest on the football field. Physically, Cyclones dominant and victorious. Go to 3-3 on the season.
Yep.
Unbelievable, rough and difficult, challenging preseason was in and here at home as region play. Got to feel good coming out of that.
Yeah.
Could have been 4-2, but certainly looking at 3-3 is a good effort. Showed up really well all game, and then he ended the homecoming with the victory.
I don't know
like this.
who says this. I can't remember. Somebody said this. Might have been an NFL coach, but it says you are who your record says you are, and that's who we are. We're a 3-3 team.
That's exactly
That's
right.
what we are. Now the goal is to be 1-0 next week. So Woodruff's going to come into town. Woodruff with a lot of football tradition over the years. I imagine it's going to be a tough football contest. Probably a physical game. Woodruff's probably going to run the ball just like we do. So Cyclones just got to bottle up this offense, Clint, and carry it over to next week because they really played well offensively tonight.
Oh, absolutely, and got a lot to build off of, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and it's always good to practice after a game like this to get ready for region. So Coach Floyd will be working through things. I look forward to talking to him this week about the ending of this game. Ended at 4 minutes and 50 seconds left. Cyclones victorious 42-6. The only touchdown for Batesburg-Leesville came on a wild kickoff return where the fumble, and then it was picked up and run back after everybody dove for the ball. So Cyclones dominant in victory, 42-6. We'll take a break. We'll end it here. We'll be back next week here at home, opening region play, Cyclones and the team from Woodruff as they make their way to start region play. With that said, for Jeff Kerr, I'm Clint Davis. We'll see you next week. This is Cyclone Football on WRBK.
Tonight's game's made possible in part by Lowry's Auto Shop, located at 2461 Lowry's Highway beside the Lowry's One Stop. It's your one stop for auto truck repair, including diesel engines. They also do repair on some farm equipment, including tractors and other farm equipment.